We just got different viewpoints, you and me. That doesn't mean we can't talk. We don't have to be enemies.
No, we don't. Oh my! I'm just a little bitty light. You can barely see me. Wow. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I got to do something. Yeah, I got to do something. Give me 1 second. Be right back. I know it's dark in here. I know it's weird. Hang out. I'll be right back. It might get a little darker, but I will be right back. I promise. Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the New York groove. Oh, what's up, whoever you are? Catherine Hathaway, what's up? What do you want to talk about tonight, Catherine? I'm going cruising. I won't be able to react to your comments for a minute. But hang with me. Or come back once more people get in. Heart's chirping at me, man. And I'd love her for it. Talking about my Subaru. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm going on running an errand, and I figured since I was supposed to be in the studio right now, coming to you live. Problem is things in life happen, and I got to go pick the better half up. I got to go pick her up. That don't mean we can't still have fun though, because once I get there, we'll have a good hour or so, 45 minutes before she gets out, and we can chat it up. All right, guys. And I'm not going to be ignoring your comments. I'm just a legal driver. A legal driver. All you TikTokers and YouTubers and Tiki-Tackers and what's the other one? God, there's so many these days, man. I'm trying to stay relevant. I've just been growing my YouTube channel, but I'm too old, I think, to be on TikTok. What do y'all think? Reginald, what's up, man? Oh, we're cruising. That's what we're doing. That's not a cruising song. I need a cruising song. Look at the fucking cop, man. I have a cop sitting out in the middle of the fucking street. That shit right there shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. Cop sitting, there's a turning lane. I couldn't hold the phone up and show you. But it's total bullshit. They have to follow traffic laws, man. You can't be sitting like that in the middle of the damn street like that. Come on. Trying to catch people coming over a hill. I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? And we're not getting political. All right, we're gonna go through these channels. I got Sirius XM here, and we're gonna try to see if we can find something to cruise to. Okay. Been a long time since Liver Cheese cruised, and then I've never cruised the way you're thinking. So don't be perverts out there. Okay. When I say cruise, I mean behind the wheel of a car. I don't mean rest stops and things like that. Oh, the church is really busy tonight. Wonder what's going on over there. It's been a really strange epidemic running around Memphis since we've had the big ice storm about a month ago. People don't know how to drive anymore. They're all driving 5, 10 miles under the speed limit. It was all right here. Anybody watch my zoo stream today? Was anybody in here for that? I was at the Memphis Zoo. Shot about a 45-minute video. It was all right. I made a lot more content though. What are you doing, man? I got a guy here in front of me who's been turning for 5 miles. Oh, okay. That's where you wanted to go. Okay. Okay. I thought you were turning left around the world. Well, I thought you were doing. Oh man. But the zoo today was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I can't wait to get back there and show you guys some of the videos that I shot today. I think I got some pretty good ones. And good news, guys. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, I turned the music down. Why did I do that? Oh, oh. Hang on, guys. That's a cruising song right there. Hmm. I'm about to. That's what I was born to do. I'm about to. That's what I was born to do. I actually like this song better than Jump. I don't know. Jump was a classic, but this one, Warm It Up, yeah. Oh, sometimes I can get a little too into it, guys. Okay, so about to. That's what I was born to do. You know, one thing that's funny about these guys, you remember when they were known for wearing their clothes on inside or backwards, crisscross. I never saw any of the kids take over and do that. Did any of y'all see that? Any of the kids take over and start or take that trend and start wearing backwards clothes to school? I never saw that. But I was out of school by the time this song came out. It was, well, I think I was, or I was close to it. Oh, that's what I was born to do. I'm about to. That's what I was born to do. I'm about to. Because that's what I was born to do. I'll get to a location in a minute, guys. You're not going to have to watch me dance the whole time. I promise. I know it's pretty painful. Yeah. What up, Chris? I'm about to. Because that's what I was born to do. About to. That's what I was born to do. About to. To. Heavy lyrics. Deep lyrics. Who's in here? Cruising song. Take it easy. The Eagles. Yeah, I know, but I can't do on demand requests here because it's just Sirius XM. But you're definitely right. I think I heard that earlier today, actually. Let's try. I'm going to try to remember all the lyrics to it here. Well, I'm a running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me, 1 says she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Light it up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Yeah, it's not my. I love it. The Eagles are fine. I don't think I've ever tried to karaoke an Eagles song. Maybe Desperado or something. Back in the day, I think that's the Eagles' best song. Personally, I get it if you're not a fan of slow songs, but to me, it's just a classic. Man, what a classic! Yeah. What's up, Bathy? I'm almost to the parking lot where we can actually chat, guys. Okay. Yeah, Desperado. What a song that was. Desperado. No, we ain't doing that. Oh. Getting kind of hectic, guys. Some stay up fresh. Mike, remote that I am holding. Call that. Or I will attack, and you don't want that. They're ringing that bell, aren't they? Hear that bell ringing in the background? This song was huge, man. I remember it seemed like for all you heard was this song. When was that? Mid-90s, maybe? 93, 94? Anybody know, put it in the chat, and I will honor you. Honor you? What the hell am I talking about? All right, I got the power. I actually really don't like this song, I'm not gonna lie. I like the rap, though. I like that 90s rap. Cheesy as hell, I love it. Quality. No, I messed it up, man. I thought I was quality. Oh, come on. I thought I knew the song. Apparently, I don't. I'm just trying to find a decent parking spot so I can check and make sure my wife's not coming out, and we can chat. And you can see me. Not that you want to do that, but you know, maybe. I've got the power. Ooh, that's not even a handicap spot? Nice. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. All right, let me get the steering wheel straight here. All right. I can read you guys. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Oh, shit, I ain't got my I mean, oh shoot, I ain't got my signature glasses on. What's up with that? Enjoy it, guys. You're gonna get a rare treat tonight. You get to see liver cheese looking like an actual human being with reading glasses on. It's a very exciting, guys, because today I had this growth on the side of my face. Holy crap! It was bad, really bad. And you know how when you get something up around that area, and you can't pop it because I know it's gross, but you can't pop it because it doesn't have a head, and you mess with it and it gets bigger and bigger. That's been going on with me for the last 3 days. Hopefully you haven't noticed it in the videos, but I've noticed it. But good thing tonight. Why am I on here telling you guys this? I popped it. It popped and it gushed, and I had to put a Band-Aid on the damn thing. But I'm excited to have the damn thing gone. All right, who's in here? Daniel, Sports Highlights, Bathy, what's up? Bathy, Insane Cruising Song, Take It Easy. Aaron Christopher, yo, what the cluck is up? Shit, just folks on the road. Yeah, the only reason. Look, man, I'm not gonna say the only reason, because you'll catch me on here driving. I do. I just get on the road and I do something, and if I feel like maybe I think you guys want to come along, I just throw up a live stream. And half the time you don't want to come along, but you never know. You never know. Some people like my content. Some people. So if you're sub to the channel, go over and check out my regular content, please, because that's how I get paid. I don't get paid from streams. And I really don't get paid from my content either. Not very much anyway. All right, 2 people in here. What's up? Do I like Arch Burgers? Uncle Jukebox? Hell yeah, I do, man. You're just saying that because you saw me what I was talking about last week, right? I was going crazy over that damn burger last week. Yeah, I love it. I think that burger's great. I mean, it's expensive. It's a little expensive for my taste. I'm not gonna lie, but once every now and then, you can pay $9 for a burger if it's a damn good burger, and it's a damn good burger. McDonald's, you did good on that one. I keep seeing these videos out there where they're trying to compare the new Whopper to the new the Big Arch, and I don't know. I don't think you can compare those 2 burgers. I think they're different. I think they're totally different styles, and it's unfair because the Whopper's got that flame grilled taste, which is probably just fake anyway. They probably just spray some smoke on it or something. Who knows? I like them both. I like Whoppers. Thank goodness my wife doesn't like Whoppers. Hey, come on, guys. Keep up with me. Keep up with me here. She gets the she doesn't get a Whopper. She gets the the McDouble. Wait, what's even worse than the McDouble? The McDouble's pretty small. The biggie bag. What's the one in the biggie bag? I actually like that one in the biggie bag. Anyway, there goes that joke. I ruined it. What do we got here? My mom is in the hospital and today is her birthday. Will you give her a shout out for her birthday, please? Her name is, come on, man. Come on, dude. I'm trying to sound it out. I'm trying to sound it out because I know it's one of those where you want me to say something and it sounds like something else. If you're being serious, I'm just going to say, happy birthday, Chuck's mom. I can't pronounce your name, and I don't think I want to because I think it's something perverted. And that's okay because perverts make the world go round. 8:18. My wife's going to be coming out those doors at 9 o'clock, and so we got a little bit of time to chat, guys. Where's any of my regulars?
LOL, I'm giving you a like just because you almost read it. Thank you. I was sounding it out, man. I was like, I mean, I've done that. I've fallen victim to that quite a few times. I'm I'm a new streamer, okay? I've only been streaming 4 or 5 months. I used to only do audit videos and I didn't do many live streams. I do love the live streams though, man, because I love communicating with you guys. Last night we had 4 people up in here and we were just having a blast. We had Wolfie, we had Tyson, we had Todd, and me. And yeah, we were having a good old time because things kept happening and we were making fun of each other. Why did the Mexican guy take anti-anxiety attacks? Anti-anxiety meds. I am so sorry. Why did the Mexican guy take anti-anxiety meds for Hispanic attacks? I like it. It's a nice, clean joke right there. Call me baby tonight. Call me baby tonight. Does it just have to be tonight, baby? Oh.
Try to dump money, broke his neck. Cause I rock hard. Get bummer. You all about on things. Hey, please don't bother. You waste your time.
Yeah. Run DMC, song called Raising Hell. That's a really old one right there. I got a Mexican joke for you. You know why Mexicans take or you know why Mexicans eat beans during the day? So they can take bubble baths at night. I know it's a very dad joke and it's not even really that good. But it's I've had it my entire life. I probably learned it when I was 12. Actually, I think I learned it from reading one of those dirty joke books. Do you guys remember the adult dirty joke books? This is how we entertained ourselves, okay? Gen X. If you're younger than Gen X and you don't, I'm going to tell you how we spent the weekend, okay? We would go to the mall always at the mall. Cruising the mall and whatnot. When we weren't we're trying to pick up girls. I was going to say women, but we were 13 years old or 14 years old. But yeah, we used to follow girls up and down through the mall. They would follow us. It was this thing where they would look back and they would see you following and you'd try to kind of, you'd be probably 15, 20 feet back and you'd kind of, look at something when they turned around and they would catch you. And if they caught you, you would walk them down to the end of the mall and then you would, whatever they were going to do, you'd turn around and you'd walk the other way, hoping, fingers crossed, that you turn around and they're following you. Yeah, we used to do that. That was fun stuff on a Friday and Saturday night. And then we would go into Barnes and Noble and only tonight. Okay, I can do. What's a dildo farmer's worst problem to deal with? Squatters. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Good one. I got to show that one on stage. Thank you for that one. No, but that's what we had to do. We had, it was different. We didn't have phones. We had an arcade. We had an arcade in the mall. We had a pretzel place in the mall where everybody hung out. Orange Julius and all that. And they were great times, weren't they? We didn't need it. We didn't need this phone. But the long point I was trying to make was that joke that I think I got it from an adult dirty book, and I think I got it in one of our bookstores that were in the mall. Because if you were 12 or 13 years old and you didn't go into the bookstore and try to go to the photography books in the back and try to find naked women, then it's a rite of passage. You had to get caught doing it. Everybody went through it. You're in the bookstore and you start noticing they always had the penthouse right there up top on the magazine. So you didn't go for that. Don't be stupid. You can't make it obvious. You can't be 13 years old and go up trying to grab that Hustler off the top of the magazine rack. You can't. They're looking for that. So I was a little smarter. I was a critical thinker back then. So I realized one day when I was looking through the books in the back that I was flipping through a photography book and I'm like, holy crap, there's naked women in here. there's naked women in here, and you had to look around, and you'd find your little corner over there, and you take a gander, and I don't know what you did after that. Hey, that's up to you. That's on you. I didn't really do anything. I just looked at it and then, maybe filed it away in a bank of some sort in my head so that I could use it later on. That's really terrible. I'm sorry about that. Liking and subbing, have a sense of humor. I have a sense of humor. I appreciate it. Some days I don't, man. Some days I have really bad days. But whenever I talk to my people in here, it always makes it better. And I wind up, we wind up having a good time. It's no fun going through life miserable. You know what I mean? The world's burning around us. So let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy each other's company. Just in case we all get nuked. You know what I mean? Because that's a much more highly likelihood than it was even a week ago. But we're not getting into politics. We ain't doing that. But if you are into politics, understand that on this channel, we pride ourselves in accepting all members. Left, right, front, back, bottom, Christian, agnostic, atheist. We want you all in here. And we love talking to you all. We love to learn about you. The only rule we have in here is you control me. I'm okay with it. But when you start getting personal, that's when when we can tell that it's not a joke. You start threatening and stuff like that. That's when you got to go. You can't be part of our little group. Not a little group. It's getting bigger by the day. Okay. Oh, listen to this, guys. My hubby's a retired Marine. He was in Afghanistan. Awesome. Is he doing okay? Is he doing okay? Call me baby tonight. How does he feel about your screen name? Call me baby tonight. Sounds like you have a man who trusts you. That's a good thing to have. It's a real good thing to have. Hard to find these days. Because men can be so damn stupid. We're just born that way. I'm the first one to admit it. I'm just going to say call me. I'm going to call you call me. We'll just call you call me. You look young. I'm Danielle, and it's a song lyric. Call me baby tonight. Yeah. Who do you go through to buy your Fent? I don't mess with Fent, brother. And he's good. I'm 22. I'm glad he's good. I know a lot of people who they go through those kind of situations and they come back just a little bit different. You know what I mean? So I'm glad. Hopefully, your guy's okay. We only want the best for our soldiers, for any American, really. But yeah, those guys they go through a lot. They go through a lot, and I don't really even think we fully understand how affected they are. By fighting in battles and wars like that and having to make a choice. It would be difficult for me, I think, but I also know that, if you get to the point where it's me against him, either you go or he goes or I go, you got to make a choice, I guess. My only thing is, he can be pretty intense, but I kind of like it. Oh, okay. Yeah. My only thing with it, call me, is I just hope, there's a lot of reasons out there to fight wars, and I just hope that, I don't want to see Americans dying over religious war. I don't want to see that, and I feel like this thing is, they've been fighting over there for years and decades and centuries, and it's about religion. They say it's about land, but it's about religion, because the land that they don't want to give up, it's a long rigmarole. But I just don't think it it really bears fighting against each other. I think that whatever. Well, tell him, hey, look, he can be pretty intense, kind of like it. What's okay? Tell him thank you for his service, and that I'm glad to hear he's doing okay. Yes, you're a rare bird in here. Call me. Usually, my audience. Well, I mean, they're skewing younger. They're skewing younger because I've gone over to TikTok and done some streams over there. And I had the biggest compliment today from a TikToker. Gen Xers, you got to get on the ball with it, okay? Because I get a compliment from a TikToker. No, you guys compliment me a lot too. I'm going to read you here. Call me. It's a thing in his family, like his dad and grandpa and great grandpa were all Marines, like forever. That reminds me of Forrest Gump. You know, when Forrest saved Lieutenant Dan, and Lieutenant Dan got really upset. He's like, all my relatives have died in wars. It was my time. You took away my time. Yeah, I get that. I get that. You know, American heroes want to fight. Maybe not want to fight, but you know, you're there when the call comes out. I appreciate it. I couldn't have gone to a war. I could have gone to I could have actually gone to the first Persian Gulf War. Iraq, yeah. I probably could have gone to that one. How old was I then? 20, 21 maybe, but I was in college. So, you know, the people who go to college, they get a pass on that draft. They didn't have to draft back then. I mean, they could have, but they had enough people that signed up, so we didn't have to worry about that. I mean, I would have served my country. I absolutely would have. If Elvis Presley can do it, then I can damn well do it. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, he hates when I call him Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan got. And since, wait, I got to get it ready. And since number one, I wasn't much hungry about Thursday, and number two, they was free, I must have had me about 15 Dr. Peppers. How about Jenny had got her wish. She was a folk singer. My Forrest Gump's not great. I think it could be though, because I've got that molasses going on in my voice. He's older though. We have an age gap. How big's that age gap? You mind me asking that? Me and my wife got a big age gap too. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Give me 1 second. I'm going to step outside and I'll be right back in the car, okay? All right, what I was going to tell y'all was he's 45. It's funny, we're talking about Forrest Gump. We live in Alabama now. Congratulations. How does it feel to be an All-American? I gotta pay. I that's one of the movies, man, that I don't even know how many times I've seen that movie. Could it be 100? I don't think so. Could it be 20? Yes, it could absolutely be 20. I guarantee you I've seen Forrest Gump at least 20 times. It's one of those movies that when it's played in the background and you know you're doing chores or whatever, if you're flipping through the channels and you come across Forrest Gump, it's damn hard to change the channel. It really is, because you know what's coming. All this good stuff's coming up and you're like, I just realized, Tyson, what's up? tucking that lip before you catch it on the tripwire. Tyson, this is a new person in here. This is Call Me Baby Tonight. I just call her Call Me. And she's pretty cool. She's younger. She's 22. She's dating or she may be married. Did you say you were married? Yeah, that's your husband. Her husband is 45. Wow, buddy. I thought I was going to let you know our age difference between me and my wife was 10 years. My dad was 12 years older than my mom. I'm 10 years, sometimes 11 years older than my wife. It's not by choice. I didn't make it by choice. Okay. I just always had a younger type of personality, and I hung out and, I was a karaoke jock, and I hung out in clubs and stuff when I was even to my mid 30s. So when you're in those places, and you're going to meet younger people. And, I never married any of them though, until I finally did. I finally found one that was younger than me and smarter than me. I couldn't resist. Have you seen a Marine without a shirt? Hold on. I can't get my bard to come to a pint. Gen Express 100%. Thank you, man. Have I ever seen a Marine without a shirt? Well, I'm sure I have. It's not something that I go searching for on the internet. Just think of anything like that. But it's okay if I did, though. It's okay if I did. I'm an ally. I'm straight, but I'm absolutely an ally. Yes, it's a Band-Aid, Tyson. Leave it to you to point it out. I was talking about it earlier. There are girl Marines too. I didn't specify. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There are girl Marines. I've known a couple. They were really cool. Really, really cool people. Animals attack you at No. You missed it, man. Earlier I was talking about the last few days I've had this growth. In other words, a zit. You're a 55-year-old man getting zits. What the hell's wrong with that? That's weird. But it's one of those, Tyson, that's way under the skin that you can't pop it, and the more you mess with it, just gets bigger and bigger. And finally my wife said something about it, and I was like, damn it, okay. She noticed it. She wanted to pop it. I was like, no, you're not popping it. It doesn't have a head on it. Plus, that's weird, man. You ever know people like that want to pop pimples on people's shoulders and faces and stuff? I'm not saying you're weird, but it's a little weird. Too much junk food. Are you in France? No, man, I'm not in France. I'm in a parking lot in Memphis, Tennessee. That's where I'm at. Tyson, you gonna come in here and ride me tonight? I see. Wait, let me rephrase that. Tyson, you gonna come in here and bust my chops again tonight? I see. No, and I was super excited because I was getting ready to do the live stream, which I promised you guys tonight from a studio. It didn't happen. Things happen, my car's on the fritz, so I had the girl out today, the Subaru, and I had to pick up my wife from work tonight. She let me take the car out today, and I drove it all. That's how I got to the zoo and drove around Memphis today. I had a good day, really good day. A lot accomplished today. Hopefully, you had a great day too, all of you. Women love to pop them. Yeah, I guess they do, don't they? They're so squishy. Girls love it. Oh, cars. Well, it's good and bad. The good news is it's not the starter. The bad news is it's not, or the good news is it's not the alternator. But the bad news is it is the battery. It's time to replace that battery. And she told me, I thought about it. It's been like 4 or 5 years. It's time that battery was ready to go. So I was like, cool. Okay, what's the total going to be? You ready for this? $400. And I was like, okay, well, wait a minute now. How much was the tow? They towed it across the street. And she said, tow's 80. So I was like, okay, 80. I know batteries have gotten really expensive. I know that some of them run $200. And this was a very strange battery for a strange vehicle, which cost extra. And she said it's a really good battery. And I didn't want to mess with it, to be honest with you, because if I went up there and paid $80 and went over and got a battery, you got to understand, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, okay? But that car, the battery's in the back. It's under the seat in the back. And it's not easy to get to. It's a big pain. And you have to take a bunch of stuff out and get it in there and tighten things up to make the battery not move around. And I was like, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. 400 out the door. She said out the door. The cash only. They deal in cash over there. So I expected it to be a more than that because I thought it was going to be the alternator or the starter. So I'll take it. I know it's high. Yeah, it's a Buick. Why didn't you just try jumping it? That's a good. I did try jumping it, man. A mechanic actually had brought out one of these chargers that you didn't have to hook it up to another car, and he couldn't really figure out how to work it. And I came the next morning and tried to start it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's got a dead cell. It's got a dead cell. If it's and it's been what 4 years. I mean that's a long time. That's about average for is there a loose nut behind the wheel? Yeah, there is. Me. Why didn't you just try jumping it? Jump box. Yeah, and he couldn't get it to work. But I ran it by him too today. I went by the Benz and talked to him, told him what it was, and then told him the price. And he said, no, that's about right, man. He said, batteries now. He goes, some of them are $200. If you got a good battery, and I know it's a weird battery. It could be 200, 220, 250, whatever. And then they're charging almost 100 for the tow. So they're not really making a ton of money. So go ahead, man. Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Why aren't I seeing half these messages? I don't know. Could YouTube be up to something again? Why should a girl carry a gun? Because a cop is too heavy to carry. What? Because a cop is let me introduce you. Call me, because these other guys like Tyson, he's a regular. We got a few regulars in here. We got our usual 5-6 people. Sometimes we'll have 10, 15. Sometimes during the day we'll have a lot more than that. But I've got 30 almost. What do I have? 3,600. I can't remember. Everybody knows my viewers. Put how many viewers I have. Put it up there, or how many subs I have. Okay, so call me baby. She's 22, married to a 45-year-old ex-Marine. He's still a Marine, but he's retired. Served in the military overseas, and yeah, she's pretty funny. 3.57. Thank you, Tyson. You know where we got to be before the end of the year, right? Were you here when I told you that goal before the end of the year? We got to be at 5K by the end of the year. I think we can do it. I really think we can do it. And I would, if you had told me I would ever hit 5,000 subs on YouTube, I would have told you, I think you're crazy. And there's so many people out there doing it now, man. It makes it a lot more competitive. But I'm going to just try to stay consistent. I'm just going to try to keep putting stuff out. Have to have her go live with you. Man, are you trying to get me killed? Her Marine husband will walk in and she's sitting there on the camera, and when there's 4 ruffians up there, and he's gonna be mad as hell. Where's Wolfie and Swan? Wolfie was in here earlier, I think. No, he hadn't been in here yet. He'll show up. You don't even know the funniest part. His ex-wife introduced us. Oh, 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 oh. She doesn't like you, does she? She told me her name. I forgot it already. He re-up in his Wi-Fi card. Yeah. That's a throwback joke from last night. Call me. You're not going to get it, but let me throw this up here. If anybody wants to come in and chat with me, you're going to be. I'm going to allow you to do so tonight because we've only got a few more minutes in here before. All right, guys. I don't know. A lot of people can do this, and some people have problems doing it. But if you want to come in here and chat with me, then just hold on. Let me make sure it pops up. There it is. That link right there. I don't know what you do with it exactly, but you click on it and you copy paste or something, and it magically brings you into the room. Now you can come into the room and talk to me, and you don't have to show your face. You can turn the camera off. There's a little camera button, and we can still hear you if you want to do something like that. Wifey. But no, we're all still close. She's super sweet. Uh-oh. Are you a progressive person? Do you keep it all in the family? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Check it out, guys. Right next to me. Check this out. You don't look at that yellow bug. See it over there? Now I got a question for y'all when it comes to not yellow Volts, any Volkswagen. What happened to these cars? Did just nobody buy a bunch of them, or did I remember people driving around in these little bugs? Maybe. Keep it zipped. No, man. You call me. You can talk. Well, you don't. I mean, obviously, you don't know us like that yet, but we talk about it all in here. We don't judge. We don't do that. We're progressive and we're open-minded thinkers and critical thinkers. So, if somebody came in and said, "Hey, I have 4 wives," we'd be like, "Okay, let's talk about it. Tell me more," Or somebody came in, "Oh, I got an open relationship." Okay, cool. Let's talk about it. Those are hard to maintain, by the way, from what I understand. I mean, if I guess if both parties say that they can do that, they can, be with someone else and only love you. Oh, we got somebody. Tyson, what's up?
What's up? I'm on the first one.
I can't hear you. There you go. Yeah, now I can hear you.
I'm the first one, huh?
You're the first one.
I'm waiting for Call Me Baby or something.
Call me baby. Yeah, she's new. She subbed. And you know why she subbed? She said I was funny. Can you believe that?
That's why I subbed.
He's funny, guys. Tyson's funny. Last night was the first time he came into the chat, and I got a real sense of we got a winner here because this guy right here is gonna keep things lively. Not afraid to tell Todd that his mic sucked. He just comes in all happy with a new mic and talking about, and then Tyson's like, "Yeah, man, sorry, bro, your mic sucks. We can't hear you."
And then Wolfie with the midget porn.
yeah. That's the kind of stuff we get into in here. Call Me Baby. Hey, Call Me Baby. Normally, what I haven't done it in a couple weeks, but we usually do these live game show nights where you can come in and we you don't have to be up here, but you can play. And it's so high tech. I can't wait for you to see it. But in my studio, and we wind up playing the games that wind up being a little adult oriented, because we're all adults in here. I always restrict my viewers. I don't allow 18 and under. So sometimes they get in somehow, though. I don't know.
How you making out today? Did you go on Whatnot?
No, I didn't go today, but I got 3 of the items shipped out, so that was something.
Where's my racist son?
It's still in the studio, bro. It didn't get. I didn't get a chance to go up to the counter today because I actually used their labels that they. Whatnot's actually pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. So far, I've been pretty impressed with it.
You print the labels yourself, or the post office does it?
I can print it. Well, this time I took them up to FedEx and had them print it. But in the back seat, I've got a thermal printer. I actually have two of them. I was selling one of them. I got it listed on eBay. They're $200 printers. They're like this big, but they never need ink. So I'm definitely getting that one set up and got to get the stickers for it and everything. But I know so exciting. But anything that can streamline my process on my end, I'm very excited about. Because I'm all over the damn place. It's hard to get me to, but I will tell you this, man, I got like 6 videos I made today that I'm going to be putting them up, every day. I'll put up a couple of them.
I was on your Zoo live today, but as always, during the day, you don't check your messages.
Yeah. I mean, I'm walking around. It's sunny. I didn't have the brightness turned up on my phone, so I couldn't really see it too much. I saw a few comments and I read a couple of them whenever I got a chance to sit down, but had a fun time at the zoo today. Does it do that for you, man? I don't know. The zoo to me, it like levels me out.
Yeah.
It's like the beach.
Yeah.
Or like camping.
Yeah.
Huh?
Anything in nature,
Yeah. I look at them. I look at the animals and how they treat each other and how they're, they got their packs, man. They don't, you see several different species in one a display, is that right? One enclosure, and they're just chilling, most of them they just don't even pay attention to each other. And it's cool to see that, it's cool to see that.
You ever go to the aquarium?
The aquarium at our zoo sucks balls. It's terrible.
Is there another big aquarium in Tennessee?
The only other really big one that I know of is in Gatlinburg. They got a really big one there. It's a cool aquarium. There's always kids running around screaming in it, but it's Gatlinburg,
Yeah.
But be on the lookout for this one video. I was videotaping this guy. It was in a bird enclosure, and I was gonna try to do something funny and like record him and talk about him. Like I was recording an animal. There was nobody else around, and he was in there washing the enclosure, and they had it blocked off. And I was gonna go, look at this guy. This is the rare so and so out in the wild. But I was gonna talk loud enough where he could hear me.
Right.
But then he kind of turned away. And went under this branch, and this big ass bird, dude, big bird, was on a branch right above his head. And when he went over there, this big giant bird came over and kind of scurried right above his head. He didn't see it and started coming down with this giant bill like he was going to attack him. And I was like, whoa, you're getting ready, man. Look out. And he was like, oh shit. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw you like zooming in on one thing with some animal like sleeping in the shade in some little spot. You're like, he's got a good little spot there. I couldn't really see it though.
Oh, you're talking about that gazelle looking thing?
Yeah.
It sucked, man. I went on. I should have just went live through YouTube because I couldn't zoom in on with my camera.
And then you could have made me a moderator too.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, "What the." You're not gonna stop with that. Hey, Daddy. She said, "Hey, Daddy." I got to go back to one of her comments. Okay,
Tell her to come on.
She's very interesting. I've tried. I told her she can come in if she wants to. I don't. She's got her 45-year-old Marine husband might not be too happy about it.
Well, I'm 45 as well.
Yeah. Somebody else. Hang on. Let's see. Well, no. I thought it popped up like somebody else was popping in. Okay, so she says we have an arrangement, not open, but all three of us are exclusive with each other. Now, what she's talking about is, no, I'm not going to put her business out there, but
the ex-wife.
Yes, the ex-wife introduced them.
Oh, nice.
So, and they may still be having a little thing going on there. I was kind of like, I wonder if I should ask. And
nice. Let's get all three of them on here.
No shit. Hey, Tyson, you really do look like the chicken.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My girl said that I should say hello. Hey, kitten. What's up, Rogue Gunfighter? It's a hell of a name, ain't it? Hey, Daddy. Hey, girly. Oh, shit. What has she been telling you guys? LOL. I quit my job today.
Daddy's on now.
Rogue Gunfighter. He popped in. He popped into this conversation. He's like, "Oh yeah, what's this? Tell me more." This guy, Let's Mow the Lawn Together, says, "I quit my job today so I can spend more time mowing my lawn." That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. And I'm just going to assume that you're not trolling. Let's mow the lawn together. I love the name. And I'm glad you were able to quit your job so you can finally mow your grass constantly.
But how do you pay for the gas to mow the lawn?
That's a good point. He may have a battery operated one. You know, some of those riders, not battery operated,
They have
electric.
that too, though. They have electric, battery operated, all that crap now.
And I bet they suck too. I bet the electric ones suck. I bet it's like pushing one of those. You remember the old lawnmowers that had the blade?
Freaking Amish mower.
Yeah. I've never pushed one of those in my entire life. I've always wanted to, just to see what it's like.
I think I did it for like 10 feet just to feel it, but I was like, all right, never mind. Too much work.
Yeah. And when we were younger, man, we didn't have those. We didn't have those mowers that had the the squeeze bar that helped you along. Man, we had those cheap mowers. Yeah. We had those cheap mowers. If you lived on a hill, you were screwed, dude. You were like, oh, God bless. Not enough people look at their lawns before they buy their houses, I think.
Yeah.
And think about whether or not they're going to have to mow a crazy lawn or whatever.
I remember I used to tie the mower to a rope and pull the rope up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to lose an ankle.
Yeah. How was your day, man?
I was kind of lazy today. I just kind of like did a little research online. I've been looking at real estate deals and doing some investing stuff, but nothing crazy. It was kind of a rainy day here.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
What about you? Why are you in the car so late tonight?
Well, what was going to happen was I was supposed to be in the actual studio tonight, and remember I said at 8:00. Yeah. Well, I realized that I was going to have to pick my wife up at 9:00, so I was like, let's just throw I call it cruising, and we drove down the road, and I picked up a sub, so that's okay.
There you go. So you only got another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's see. Electric mower, unfortunately, and electric is great. I'll never go back to gas. It's cool. Nice. So you really enjoy mowing the lawn, right? You enjoy that. I like it too. If I have a riding mower.
Right.
Yeah. You see these old guys, man. They look for an excuse to get out there and mow. You know what I mean? It can be, dude, I've had people in my neighborhood mowing at midnight. I'm just like, what the hell's happening?
You got a rider at your house?
I don't. My backyard is so my dogs, I let them out so much in the backyard. It's a decent sized backyard, but
it's just mostly muddy now.
Yeah, they've killed all the grass back there. They killed it. There's trails all over my backyard.
The front, you don't got to really worry about too much.
Front's real small, but I'm a little worried, man. I'm not gonna lie, because now with all that, with I'm starting to see some grass sprout up, but when we get rain, man, we're kind of on a hill, and I'm worried that we have a big tree in the backyard, and I'm worried that thing's gonna start
eroding and shit.
Yeah. I'm really worried about erosion. Thank you. I'm worried about that. I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I should call somebody out, because we have a incline that goes down to a hill, to a fence, and my dogs break out all the damn time. One of them does. Man, she is brutal. I put chicken wire up and down by the bottom of the fences.
You got what, 3 dogs?
I got 4. Yeah, I got 3. Yeah, we have 4.
Well, you got the pit bull, you got the beagle, and you got the mutt. What else? What's the 4th one?
He's another mutt. It's my mom's dog named Bruno.
Sometimes, for some reason, I only remember 3.
He's not in very many of my videos. He kind of stays in his own. He stays in his own little area in the house. He's not. I don't know. He's a weird dog. I love him, but he's just a little weird. I don't
antisocial or something.
Yeah. He does a lot of that protective stuff, where this is mine, not yours, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it was great talking to you guys. Going to run and get some dinner. Night, everyone. Call me. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Look forward to hearing she's funny, man. She's put up a couple of good jokes.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't read half the comments. It was weird.
It could be AI taking the comments down.
I scrolled up and saw her like original comment, and then you said something about her, and you kept reading these comments. I'm like, I'm not seeing these comments.
Weird.
Yep.
Weird.
And of course, now on here, I can't see shit. You know that.
Yeah, Swan talked about that one night. She said that weird things were going on with my comments. And I have no idea, bro. All I can do is just go out and be me and shoot and put content out. I don't even look at the numbers anymore. I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to be like, do you know who Adam the Woo is, man? Have you ever heard of him?
What's the last name?
Adam the Woo. WOO.
I feel like I heard that somewhere though.
He was a daily vlogger. He was the first original daily vlogger.
Okay, yeah.
He never edited his videos. He shot a video every day. He never edited them. He would always make them about 30 minutes to an hour, and they were always great because he's just such a really nice guy, very kind guy. He knows he's got the gift of gab. He knows how to talk to others.
So are you monetized now?
Oh yeah, I'm monetized.
Good.
But I mean, it's not a ton, but it's something.
And I'm not seeing. I wish you get some more super chats.
Well, that'll happen. That's not anything that I'm even concerned with right now. I'm so focused on actually having another source of income with whatnot.
Right.
Because eBay's been so slow. Go ahead, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was joking. I said WhatsApp.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Can you say, come on, people come in here and they say, can you say this? And
they give you a racist word or something.
Yeah. It's always going to be something.
Yeah.
Pearly IRL.
What is it?
I don't know. Someone said, can you say Pearly IRL? I didn't hear anything dirty in that.
No.
So that's kind of strange. I said it, Nimnil. Yeah, I said it.
He said it. Now send a super chat.
Yeah, really.
Don't you gotta go? It's 9:00 your time.
She should be coming out in just a minute.
Oh, she has to close up and all that.
Yeah. She's got a
retail job, right?
She's got a retail job, but she's high up. I mean, it's not like she's pretty high up. So, but
higher up than your old Five Below job.
Well, I was the ASM there, so not quite that high, but it's a huge company that they're expanding all over the country. They're new. They came from where are they from? I can't even remember where they're from, but their whole thing is lower quality clothing at lower prices, but nothing's made in China. Everything in there is made in like Indonesia and weird places like that, but they have really good prices. And
do you miss the retail world yourself?
Oh my God, no.
The
only thing I miss about it, bro, is the
paycheck.
Well, I liked building a team, man. If I could build a good team around me and it didn't feel like work so much, you know what I mean?
Right,
we joked around, we had good times. One time at Five Below, I set up a fart machine right by the door, and I was sitting over behind the counter, and when somebody would come in, I'd press the button, and giving my staff some entertainment. I don't think a couple of the customers liked it too much. Most of them laughed at it, but
right.
Yeah, no, retail, man, you know how it is. Retail is one of those that I did it for many, many years. And eventually I was just kind of like, man, they're telling you to build a team with 70 hours.
Yeah. You were saying that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was counting your hours.
Yeah. Counting my hours. So,
eventually you quit, or what happened then?
I just started, I quit and went over and managed a movie theater. I managed a movie theater for a while. The guy that was in the movie theater who owns it, he's an Indian guy, and he was real set in his ways. Like he was real. Apparently he's had 30 managers over the last 2 years, He
Right.
can't keep a manager. And I was like, well, he's running to the wrong guy if he does something like that to me. And one time he stuck his finger in my face and, treated me like a child, because I wasn't learning fast enough. And he had this antique system that was really difficult to learn. And he didn't want any new ideas. I wanted to help him get his business back. This was right after COVID. Movie theaters were dead. So I was telling him, I was like, man, you need to be putting up some have a theme night on weekends. Maybe do Grease. Maybe do a sing along, something that people will show up for, because you can rent those. Theaters can rent those older movies. They have to pay, but they can do that. And like a time warp drive-in. We have a drive-in here where they once a month they'll show all weekend. They'll show old movies, and people love it, man. They flock to it.
Definitely, we have it here too.
And he didn't want to hear any of that. And then I was just like, okay, he's too set in his ways,
Right.
I probably could have helped. I probably could have really helped him.
And then
but
you said, screw it, and start working for yourself.
Mm-hmm. After that, I started just picking, man. I had somebody came in Five Below one night, and they bought something, and they showed me that they paid $5 for it, and they made $80 off of it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I hear there's an app on your phone you can do that with, where you can go to like Walmart or probably Five Below, and like you scan something in like clearance section, and it'll show what it's like selling for on eBay or maybe more so Amazon, and then people will take it and they're like, all right, I could buy it for $5. It's selling for $30 on Amazon. I'll go put it on for $28, and you sell it immediately. It's kind of cool.
The only thing about it is that it's one of those deals where you have a lot of pickers that will sell things that will make them $10. I'm not really like that. I look for the products that are a big hit. Here's a $5 item that's going to make 100. I love that.
Exactly,
I love it.
Exactly.
But that's just part of that's me being lazy too, because shipping it sucks, man. It's no fun at all. Thanks for these questions, man.
You never got into
nobody asked me those personal questions like that. I appreciate it, man.
You never got into Amazon too much?
Thinking about doing it now.
Because see, some people do real successful on Amazon.
Yeah, they with Amazon you can sell used stuff on there, but hold on one second. Here's my better half. Hang on one second. I'm back in the New York groove. I got these waiting on my wife. She's no, I didn't say that. They're for me.
What are they?
Yeah. Oh, nothing. Just to pick me up for when I get home. Nice. A little legal gummy that I buy
your favorite, your edibles. Yeah.
I've been lightening up on them lately. Like I really have, man. For a while there, I was taking one a night, because it helped me sleep. But the problem is they're 500 milligrams, and that's just too damn much to have in my system, because I'll still be a little bit high the next day, and I don't want to be walking around high the next day.
Is it too hard to cut in half or bite in half?
No, I need to do that. That's what I did last night. I took a half of one.
Yeah,
and it's like anything else, man. If you get used to something, and that's what puts me to sleep, and that's what I expect to have, and all of a sudden I don't have it.
Yeah.
It's I guess it's an addiction.
Yeah.
But
Wolfie has the same problem with the midget porn. So how long you been a full-time picker?
4 or 5 years now.
Nice.
Or yeah, somewhere in there. 4 or 5 years. And hey, make no bones about it, man. My wife's been on this team helping. It ain't been, it's been a bit since I've been the breadwinner, because she's got a good job now, right. And she's great, man. She's great. She tells me pursue it, because she sees that it's growing, and I've actually started generating a little bit of income. Everybody thought I would never make any income. Like my mother-in-law found out that I made a little bit of money off YouTube, just a little bit, not a lot. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, really? I'm busting my ass out here. Quit trivializing what I do. Okay. It's not, I mean, You got
How
to
do
get
you-
up. You got to go out video. You got to video something you think could be interesting, even if it's not interesting. And you got to find something good, that you're good at.
Yeah. With the picking, how you do with you do much with the gold and silver?
It's been a while. But yeah, I found gold and silver. I found a $500 Italian gold bracelet. I was really worried about it because I read that if something's marked Italy, 14K or whatever, there's a good chance that it's fake.
Mm.
And I took it straight to my jeweler. He said, "No, that's not fake, and I want to buy it from you." I was like, "Okay."
Because that's real popular right now, the whole buying and selling gold and silver with the prices going so crazy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what they used to do, man. They used to they would bring out a bag, like a baggie about this big, and they'd stuff it just full of jewelry. And most of it was costume jewelry.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Like Joe Will and shit. Yeah, and you pick through it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you would, and they used to they were like $15. If I saw that every day, I'm taking that risk. I'm throwing that $15 because I found silver, I found gold, I found watches, I found valuable things in those bags. Through the years, though, as they've started picking out all the good stuff and putting it online, it's more and more difficult to find those items. They have to miss it. You know what I mean?
You ever go to the smaller thrift stores at like church basements and shit?
We don't have a ton of them. I try to find them out, and actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because tomorrow I was actually going to try to hit up a few new spots here in the city. But yeah,
you do a lot of the yard sales and flea markets and that stuff too.
Yeah, I don't do yard sales as much because it seems like with yard sales lately, you'll pull up and they'll have all these printed out sheets, eBay price, our price. And I'm just like, oh man, we can't cut a break anywhere. It used to be you could go into a pawn shop sometimes and find items that they didn't know. But with the internet now, and even moms and pops learning how to use it all now. The problem is everybody thinks they have valuable shit, and a lot of times they don't.
It's true.
So yeah, it's just one of those things. I've loved it, man. It's been cool.
There's a bunch of YouTubers on there that do these yard sales, and they bring the Meta glasses with them or whatever when they're shopping at these yard sales, and they show these great finds they're getting of old video game machines and Pokemon cards and all that crap. And they're just it's like that's all they do every week. Every like 3 videos are for them at a yard sale. And
Virginia Commonwealth.
And
have you seen him?
It's these big block yard sales where they're hitting up like 30 houses in one day.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot more of those guys than I do, but every now and then I'll still turn them on. There's one Virginia Commonwealth guy.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yep, I've seen him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got a good personality. He's kind of middle of the road. Doesn't get too loud or anything. He's kind of he's real cheap. He's real cheap, and I appreciate that. If there's something there, and he's like, will you take 15 for it? And it may be 20, and they're like, oh yeah, sure. And then he'll be like, will you take 10?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, come on,
how come
man.
you never videotape you shopping?
Because I don't want to shit where I work. I'm afraid the word will get out that I'm coming in there and videoing, and they'll ban me because they ban people from.
But
they ban people.
You could still do it at the small yard sales you go to.
Yeah, and every now and then I'll sneak a video in and just to show everybody how crazy it is sometimes in there. Yeah. Holy crap, it's nuts, dude.
Do you have a pair of the Meta glasses yet?
I was going to get some for Christmas, but I told my wife, let's wait a couple generations until they get.
There's probably even knockoff ones these days, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Oakley's got a pair. And they look ridiculous. They look like the baseball players, the blades they used to wear or whatever they were called. They look like those, but they only have a single camera in the middle. Whereas the Meta,
what are the Ray-Ban, whatever.
Yeah, the Ray-Ban. They have them on both sides.
Yeah,
they have a light on them. Yeah, that you can't cover up. You can't cover it up. So you know what I mean. Yeah, when you're walking around, if I'm walking around the mall and I'm, walk up to somebody, there's one YouTuber I really like, man. He's a comedian. He goes up and he just walks up to people in the mall. He's wearing the Ray-Bans and he'll walk up to people in the mall, and he'll find people who look vaguely like somebody famous, and he'll go up and he'll go, "Oh yeah, look, it's Kurt Russell or something," and he'll go up to hug them, and they're like, push them off. They're like, "Oh, whoa, I ain't no Kurt Russell," and you get some great reactions, dude.
I bet.
He's got to be careful with that touching stuff, though, man. That when if you're a YouTuber and any of your prank is touching somebody else, you better be careful, man.
I remember the big popular one was like touching the people on the escalator and spraying the water bottle on their neck like you sneeze on them. You ever see those?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Or the ones where they pretend they have a bomb. They'll just say they'll have the guy dressed like up in the Muslim garb with a duffel bag, and he'll just throw it at somebody and say, "Run." Oh, there's some. I think a lot of those are staged, you know.
Yeah, I think they are too. There's this one guy. He's Red and Dirty, I think their names, and they've been in trouble with the law, dude. They were the ones that they would sit outside at Walmart in the garden center, and they would find the spray hoses, and they'd kind of hide them down, and somebody would come walking by, and they'd act like they lose control of it, and start squirting them, and I mean squirting them, dousing them, dude.
Yeah, I've seen.
And I'm like, man, you're gonna get killed doing that kind of stuff. And then they'll throw stuff over the top of the aisle on somebody's head. It's like, you know, you got to know when it's too much. I do like the fart guys. I like the fart guys who have the fart machines.
Yeah.
There's one.
I think a lot of them are staged, though. You know.
Yeah, they have to be, and because you've got to be an expert on human behavior. I touch people sometimes, like if I'm talking to somebody that's a stranger, and I'm vibing with them, and I can tell we're kind of have this connection. I'll sometimes reach out and touch them on their shoulder or something just to let them know, hey, thank you, or something like that. Yeah. But I'm fully aware that there's people out there that do not like to be touched. So I got to be very careful with that kind of stuff. That's dangerous, man. I don't get you knocked out.
Yeah, you can if you read a person. Yeah, there's some of those ones they go up to the gangsters on the sidewalk and they'll act all gay to them and stuff, or like try to pick a fight with them. I think a lot of those are staged.
Yeah, they gotta be. They gotta be, man.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm going to fill you in on my, I'm going to run this idea by you because I think you're the only one in here. I'm doing a video. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow or if I'm going to do it this weekend. I might wait till Sunday, but I have a giant devil costume it's a devil bobblehead costume. It's got a giant devil bobblehead.
Oh, damn.
Okay. So what I was going to do was I was going to make a sign and dress up with this giant devil costume and just walk down the street with a sign that says, "More Holy Wars, please."
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's good.
What do you think?
It's good, and it'd be good for views too, and you're going to get a lot of interactions and shit. It'll be good.
Yeah, and I'm not going after it's kind of vague, they can go, "Oh, what do you mean Holy War?" What do you mean? What do I mean Holy War? If you want to come over and talk to me about it, we'll talk about it. I'm a little worried that I don't know that I'm going to go around a church right off the bat because sometimes those guys that get really, I mean, there's no, it's 0 to 100. Yeah. That you can't see the build up. They'll come over and just knock you down. They think you're mocking their religion, and it is kind of mocking their religion. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, it's a common sense thing right now. The devil walking around with a sign that says "More Holy Wars, please." It's kind of just so you like that idea? You think I can do that one? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll run with it. I appreciate that, man. Your opinion means a lot because I can just tell, man. You're a very bright person, very very bright person, much brighter than Libercheese, much brighter than Wolfie.
Oh, I don't know about that. But thank you. You're pretty bright too. I can't get you on these one-hit wonder songs. You know pretty much all the ones I know. But you were a DJ for a while too.
Yeah, I was a DJ. Oh, my car's going. My car, man, it goes nuts if I don't put on my seatbelt.
I know, mine does too.
She will not let me pull out of the driveway.
One last question before I forget about your picking business. You ever get into the storage units?
Thought about it. I wanted to go in with somebody.
Yeah.
That way I would have less risk, and we'd have more money to put down.
Especially
never
somebody
had
with a truck.
Yeah, never had anybody that that all the pickers I know, I don't know of any that buy storage units. I've always wanted to. Don't get me
And I
wrong.
heard a lot of that shit's staged these days too. Where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're planning stuff now, and they're
Mhm.
leaving empty boxes on purpose, and they're picking through them before they open them. Like there's a lot of corrupt stuff going on in these storage locker game. I heard these days.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. And it's even happened. And I'll see these weird posts that'll be like, it'll be like, hey, I've got come take all the leftover stuff in my storage unit. You know, it's and they'll
straight garbage.
and yeah, they'll say $50. Come, and I'm like, I'm not coming to clean your
Well,
trash for $50.
Exactly. It's $50, but it's got to be broom swept when you're done.
Yeah. I'm coming to clean your trash. You've already picked through all that stuff. I'm not
There
a
you are.
moron.
You got the two things you wanted, and then you got $80 in garbage that you got to get rid of.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
And that's one of the reasons I never took the step. I know it's because I know it's a gamble, and and a lot of people will buy an open storage unit, and then they'll transfer all the stuff that they get out of the bought unit into their unit.
I remember when as a landlord, I was doing evictions, and I was putting people's crap in New York State. You got to keep it for so many days in storage. So I get a storage unit, put it in there, and then I would just not come back and pay for it because it's just cheaper to get rid of it that way. And I knew 90% of that crap was just straight garbage.
Yep. You're right, man. It's one of those deals where we had a storage unit in Houston, man. We left a lot of our stuff down in Houston when we moved back up to Memphis, and we were paying, that was $110 a month that we were paying. We paid for many years.
But I'm just like, people will spend $4,000 to save $400 worth of crap.
I know, and it's just stuff, It's just stuff. You should have a few things that you don't want to part with. You know what I mean? But a few things.
Yeah.
Let's not make
it's
it
not
where
so bad as if it's temporary. You're doing it for 3 months before you move or something. Okay, but these guys have shit for 4 years and never touch it. It's like same thing with the clothes in your closet. If you don't wear them for a year, you're never going to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you saving them? But we all do
Good
it.
questions, man. I appreciate it.
We're all pack rats.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. The minute I start really clearing stuff out of my house, death pile. You know what a death pile is to a picker? Have you ever heard that term?
No, I haven't heard that before.
That would be like if I go out and I pick a bunch of stuff in a day, and I have a couple of real treasures in there that are going to make me, $100, $200 or whatever. So I list those immediately. And then I set the other stuff that's going to make 30 or 40 over to the side. And of course, when you're picking every day, it starts to add up if you're not listing everything that you pick every day. So you wind up having a death pile. And that's a lot of the stuff that I sold on Whatnot the other night.
Yeah.
It's still valuable stuff. It's just I never just took the time or energy to. I'm more enthused to list certain things than I am other things.
Yeah.
I
know you don't like to do small things, but there's good money in the vintage clothing too.
Oh yeah. I found
old Levi's and stuff.
Yep. I found 3 pairs of Levi. Which one? The button ply ones, 501s, I guess. Maybe I think they were 501s, but they were new and they were weird colors. And one of them was like a turquoise color, and I scanned it in, and it was $110. I was like, "Yes, I'll take all 3 of these, please."
Yeah,
and actually, but you know what? I actually kept those because I needed jeans, and I wanted good jeans. Because those old Levi's, man, those things they're how they are. They're not broken in until 6 months. Then you've got them broken in, and you got a good pair of jeans.
And they fit.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, they do. And then they fit me better. And here's the thing, man, they were 32s. And I'd been a 34 for a long time, but I've lost a little bit of weight. And I was like, let me get these. That will force me to stay a 32.
There you go.
I don't know that it has, but I'm always teetering, man. I'm one of these guys that if I'm I'll snack throughout the day, and I got to be real careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm guilty too.
Grazing. How many meals do you eat a day, bro?
I only eat 2 meals a day, but I sometimes I'll just do 1 meal, and then the second meal is just like me snacking throughout the day.
Yeah, I'm that way too, man. I'll eat sometimes when I get up, I'll eat breakfast, and then I won't have lunch, but then I'll have a big dinner.
Exactly.
And usually sometimes the dinner will be late at night too.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
with me and my wife's schedules, we still try to eat together.
Nice.
What about you, man? You got a wife or girlfriend or what? What's going on?
No, man, I'm single, no kids, live alone. Yeah, just me.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
are you looking or?
Yeah, I mean, I took a little break for a bit, but I was a man whore for years, so I kind of just trying to start over again without living that same life I used to live, But yeah, so I'm just kind of being a little more picky now, and I don't know.
You
Just
ready to
focused on
find?
more.
Now you're ready to find the one, right?
Yeah, and I threw away a lot of good ones over the years. I'm kind of kicking myself now, but
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens.
yeah.
I wouldn't. Don't beat yourself up over that. I think back sometimes to my exes, because I was always in longer relationships. I would a year, 2 years, and but I never thought about marrying them. And
Right.
I look back, I was like, what the hell was wrong with me then? Because they wanted to get married, and they couldn't tell me that they wanted to get married, but they did, and I didn't know that till years later.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me, "Hey, man, she just wanted to marry you." I'm like, "Really?" She didn't
Mhm.
seem like she wanted to marry me, but
And you never had kids, huh?
no, I think I'm shooting blanks, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think so too, man. With all my history.
It's okay, man. I worried more about my wife with that kind of stuff because I think initially she did want kids, but she changed quickly. She once she saw the way I took care of her pit bull, and she was okay with it because I told her, I was like, honey, I'm 10 years older than you. I have no kids. I could be shooting blanks.
Right.
I told her that before I married her,
Mhm.
and we had the talk, and we talked adoption, we talked about it, but at the end of the day, she changed her mind on it.
You guys never got checked out though. See if you are able to have kids.
No, we never got checked out. No,
Yeah, I never did
I'm
either.
afraid to, dude. I'm
Me
afraid to
too.
get
Me
checked
too.
out.
Me too. Me too. Just don't tell me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and even if you don't have kids, hang on one second. All right, sorry about that. There having some kind of problems with an alarm up there, and she's coming out now. Bro, I got to take off, man. It's been cool
All right, man.
talking to you.
Good
And
talking with you.
yeah, thanks for the talk, man. I want to know more. I want to know more about your situations, man. When you find you a girl, or you go out on a date with her, I want to know all about it, okay?
All right, brother. We'll talk soon.
All right, buddy. Talk to
All
you,
right.
man.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Okay.
She tried calling you, but her phone wasn't working.
Yeah, my phone was going nuts.